For the swashbuckling adventure ahead of us. Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire. Last time we were here, we got our revenge and squashed a bug that plagued us before. We also got a lot of money, and also got a new quest from the prince, and said good things about the underground den of villainy and strife. So, not quite sure if that was the right idea, but they seem to be getting more funds for the little guy, so I went with it. So here we go. Also, a big swathing level up for all of our team. We most definitely got some new abilities, which was great because the thing we were fighting was well ahead of our level. So we might have bit off more than we could chew. Might have been, well, not more than we could chew, but we were most definitely going full steam ahead with these encounters. Getting into some harder content than we're supposed to be going, but in the end it all worked out. So now we're gonna go see about checking out some more missions, see if we can get into more trouble, find what we are doing. I think we're gonna go to the Brass City and see what's going on there, because we've been in every place else in this town, but we haven't been there yet. And pick up on a couple more quests and continue on something that we started a couple sessions ago with the guy who had ran away with that lady wizard's gloves. So, or at least it wasn't her gloves, it was her employer's gloves. See if we can't get into his stash and take a couple of choice items for ourselves. I have noticed that you don't, buying loot is something that I might end up having to do here, because it is not plentiful. Normal equipment is plentiful, but special equipment is not plentiful. In the previous game, what I would do is I would just enchant some weapons and make them to what I am. So far, that has not been something I've been able to do. So, we're gonna go the opposite route now. Try to see if we can buy some good stuff, or just find it. In these games, I prefer finding good stuff. It feels better, it feels more special to find a good loot, but I end up buying some. We got a decent amount of money now, considering we just turned in 2 different quests. I have a feeling we missed the dialogue option, because the quest with the conch shells and the door just kind of stopped. I didn't see another conch shell, nor did I see any more way of progressing. So it leaves me curious to what's the next step.
I'll be half worried about our friends from the Reach.
What is your business at the Brass Citadel?
I'm a presenting girl at the palace.
You're the Watcher. The one who nearly caused a riot in Queensbirth. The Grand Secretary Atsura wants to meet you. His office is on the lower level of Imperial Command. Up the stairs. Once you're inside, go downstairs through the room on the right.
What about the House of Nui?
Her office is at the back of Imperial Command. She is busy organizing other matters, but I am sure she will grant you an audience.
Leave. They were doing fine without our help.
Saying though, go too long without release, your wrist to bits getting all clogged up.
Ah. We can only watch and pray they help themselves.
You've got one thing right.
Gunsmithing. My friend would have went crazy about these guns.
With sails unfurled and sword held
Beat it.
high.
I don't have time to chit-chat.
What if some gloves have any? Easy's bag taking measure for the
Fascina
glove.
sent you, didn't she? Postinago, just for these?
Shaking his head, he prayers, pulling fine gloves as box, stating them with infinite
Soft as
disappointment.
down, but not a single fence willing to pay me a fair price. Maybe they've got imp stink all over them.
Yeah, you're gonna have a hard time selling an archmage's clothes for fast coin.
Should have guessed these were bad luck. Well, it's too late to go making smart decisions, isn't it?
Because his mouth the same word for something. The stuff which distracts him and his expression
Here
feels
he
betrayed.
comes, and I'm too late. If Hamuto doesn't give me an extension on my debt, I'm a dead man.
Keep your mouth shut and follow my lead. And you shrugs and swallows down a lump down his throat.
Battle for glory and Rautai.
Faithfully done, Emiani. Report to Wakoyo Nui when your hands and your temper have healed.
A unit of steely-eyed sailors approached the docks, clutching pikes and firearms with quite professionalism. At their head stands a tall Amal man with mustard yellow uniform. He turns his attention between you and Bertino.
So, Bertino, you hired a mercenary, or else a negotiator. That coin should have gone toward your debt to me.
There's a long scarred head that stands in the length of his neck.
No, I didn't. That is, I would never go behind your back.
Bertino, shut up. They'll start talking. Eyes brighten his nods, the soldier around him chuckle with a
I like dealing with people of substance. This is a private matter. Your interference is unnecessary.
You sound more reasonable than I was led to believe.
Do I? One can be adherent to the tenets of maritime law, and still be seen as a monster.
What's your plan for Bertino?
Indentured servitude. I trust this is a more honest and respectable alternative than any pursuit he would take on his own terms.
Trevor snores with his scratch now.
Be calling it whatsoever you like, Captain Cogswallow. But your honest and respectable slavery be slavery all the same.
Your toy pirate speaks out of turn. I would teach him a lesson if I were you, Captain.
Focus is on you. Seraphine and paraphrasing.
You must care a great deal for this insufferable little worm to stake your purse on his freedom. 400 pyres are what Bertino owes. And I will accept that sum to have this sorry business concluded.
I'll give him the 400.
Then our business is concluded.
This man is stand down. After he full look, they lowered their arms and to follow the captain's lead.
That's the last time I ship out with some
I
soft
can't
handed
believe
fun.
I'm finally out of debt. For the first time in my life, I'm free.
Tom claps his hands together, bringing the corner of his eye. Say nothing.
If you see Fasina, tell her I'm hiding out with some principy friends. Also, catch! It's a new Berteno all the way. Pirate Berteno doesn't get himself in anyone's debt.
In a full voice, he makes a hasty exit. See what these gloves are all about. Interesting. Sometimes you can just pay for your problems. Sometimes all it takes is just a little coin. Whatever problems you can pay for, just pay for it. Whatever things you can just get done with money, just get it done. Don't make things hard. It's usually not worth it. I should have selected the store right away. That's my screw up. Wasn't paying attention really. But yeah, if I can solve a problem with money, might as well solve it with that cash. It's just about as easy. Music's pretty cool. I wonder what would happen if I told him he was indebted to me. That might have been more trouble than it was worth.
You ever wonder if it's unhealthy to carry a lantern full of lost souls?
You mean like if I keep at it, they're gonna do something worse than give me nightmares?
I suppose we're past the point of unhealthy.
Guess I could have. I'll go to a metalworking shop next. I haven't been in there. You're just moving ahead and you just skip things. I don't even came across this thing had I not just walked in because it had an interesting name. there something supposedly here in this black cupboard? I forget why I originally was trying to get into that place. There's so many strings, so many quests to pursue.
You're back. Cool. Any news? You are willing to put up all that money?
One of her eyes narrow on you. Come on.
What of the gloves? What happened to them?
I have them right here for you. There's a gloves.
At least I know Arkemir won't feed me to the imps. Take your discount as well. If the cupboard doesn't make its goals, so be it.
Half for sale. 5%. That's not much of a discount. Being altruistic doesn't give you a lot of money. That's for sure. The kitchen stove. Where did this come from? Right it is. Battle axe. Stiletto. Hard armor. Padded mail. See, it's like I remember last time these things became useful. That's why I'm super hesitant to sell anything. That's my problem. I never sell anything. Living steel. Spellkeeper sounds great.
Do you look for something in particular?
Okay, so inside.
What? Just unlock the door and turn a blind Bozzo. Your plan is so poorly concocted that you had to tell me about it.
Okay, it's got more
I am beyond
interesting.
finished discussing this. If you...
Inside the
Locked
menu.
doors tend to have keys. That one's free. What? Bozzo, your plan is so poorly concocted that you had to tell me about it.
Wish for the key.
Not for sale. I am beyond finished discussing this. If you don't have any business...
I thought that would help me. I do all these good things for these people. And all I ask for you to let me behind the counter. All you gave me was a discount. I paid good gold for a 10% discount.
Ooh, have yourself a look at that, mate.
Mr. President, my daughter Kevin, only the most tedious thing for me if I'm ever going to learn anything from the truck. Selling money, still enjoyment from it. Aims to be in deep set, find him wandering the halls, illusionary, face the trick of them. Fools him every time. Sometimes I think he can't therefore to be along with those nasty things, and spites me for getting away with his funds. And after I sold my stolen his rolls, I kept in his bedroom. I thought it was his master fed me the cheese. The rest of the afternoon, of course, I returned to work when it was done. Maybe it's just not too late to start enjoying myself.
Easily done. Can't take all the credit.
I'm trying to make this easy. Try to be nice to people. But you know what? Sometimes you're nice. What you get in response is a bunch of nothing. You're gonna get a bunch of nothing. And let's compare the hand mortar to the kitchen stove. Hand mortar seems to be way better than that. Got one of 2 blunderbuss. Since you tend to get hurt quite a bit, my friend. Oh, I think that was the blunderbuss that was given to me by old dude. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. I was like, where did I get this thing from? I tend to be the type of guy who, sits there and hoards his wealth and only spends it when necessary. I don't like to. Although I just did spend it errantly on a bad thing. Not because I originally thought that's how that was gonna go, but hey, sometimes it's nothing you can do. But we just made a bad decision.
You'd be better off mooning after someone with half a foot between their ears, lass.
You can't dictate what the heart wants, Seraphim. Thought you, of all people, would know that.
Well, the heart can be a right stupid git sometimes. It don't always deserve your listening.
So what's going on in this metalworking shop? Before we go back to the brass area. What you got for me?
I say, you look like someone who wants protection and a certain something about presence. Akira?
I'm one who scans you up and down as he measures your proportions.
Last time you showed your face here, you left with a swollen thumb.
Akira, you swing the forge hammer with such grace, I say.
My mother's a foot something back.
A better compliment than you paid last time. I'll take it. Holler if any of the iron or steel laying around catches your fancy. Or if you need something repaired, I'm happy to take a glance.
Anything with these? Ooh, I was wondering where these were gonna show up.
Akira, but these wonders have suffered greatly. I say you must take better care of your things.
I know, believe me. So, what do you think?
I say I could repair these to their working order for 1,500 pyres each. Something about the metal, it yearns to bond as one. I could join all these pieces into a great sword for 3,000 pyres.
If you need iron or steel,
maybe even something lighter. I've got plenty in stock. Akira, they wouldn't put a traditional smith here unless she brought something special. My clients wanted everything engraved and beautiful. Wasn't why I got into the business, but it keeps my debtors happy. I keep it interesting working with exotic materials like shark leather, since there's some demand and little supply.
Not for sale. I actually have a lot more money than I think. I keep thinking I have a little bit of money. Quite a bit of money. I could actually afford that. Just not used to affording things. I'm gonna sell this stuff. I can become real upset later on when I need to use this stuff. Now the natural thing for me to do right now is to look up whether or not I need this stuff. It's so tempting, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to assume all of this stuff is. It didn't say ingredient, right? It does say ingredient. And now I'm selling none of it. Because it said ingredient. These gems. Yeah, I'm not gonna use no daggers anytime soon. That rod might be used though. Bets, ingredients. I could sell exceptional large shield. Embrace. No. I'm just so curious.
If you need iron or steel, maybe even something lighter, I've got plenty in stock.
Yeah, that's not that expensive, honestly. Compared to Whispers of Yenwood.
Akira, I will get started at once. Have a seat. This will take time. My friend, your handsome blade is restored. A good thing it was made of exceptional steel. Such a shame to see it go. But go it must.
Thanks.
If you're ever in need of spare coin, I'd be happy to take that off your hands. Enjoy it in the meantime. I will get started at once. Kindly wait and I will be with you soon. Your unusual blade is restored. Kara, but I saw such strange visions in the light of the forge. Ah, no matter. It is for these moments that I labor, my friend. May you be satisfied with your strange metal.
Let's take a look at these things. Take a look at that guy's stats. So I thought I was gonna get two one-handed weapons. I got a one-handed weapon and a two-handed weapon. So that's cool. Finally get those items out of there and turn them into some pretty cool weapons. I wonder if the soul bond items grow and level like they used to. Really glad I went in there. You never know with these type of games. Probably spend some extra money getting some decent equipment for my guys. I always feel like when you do that, you find better equipment. Maybe that's just most games. You end up finding better equipment. But that might not be so much true for this game. I'll give you this money to use it. Not to just hoard it. Let's see what else, what kind of stuff we can craft. We got just potions and antidotes. Okay. Storm toxin. That's about the same thing we were able to craft earlier.
Hot razor skewers, crusted swordfish.
Let's see what type of stuff is going on in here. I gotta recognize that in cities, shops are just as important as just encounters as named people. All the shops are named, they all have people behind it, so.
If you find yourself in need of comfortable garb, I'm happy to oblige.
He tips his head in a current professional
Still
manner.
find that robe to your liking? Doesn't chafe your scales none?
Yes, take a quick
Akira,
appraisal.
you are a wizard with bark cloth. I was the envy of the guild.
Well, it helps me when Ngati's prize whelp is a walking endorsement.
Hey, Taylor?
I've been known to rip a seam here and there. Patch some shredded gear back into shape.
Expression shares turning.
Thought I was an armorer, did you? Assumed that my tree stump limbs and barrel chest lend themselves better to the forge than the needle?
Forgive me. I meant no offense.
If it's armor you're after, Marihi will set you up. She's got a knack for metal.
Dorian shakes his head to it. Show me what you have for sale. supplies room. No, I'm surprised the good stuff looks good. Pistols a dime a dozen. Dang. You get offended because he's a dwarf and a tailor. Or a tailor? A dwarf in my... I got a dwarf amongst my crew that's a masseuse. I think he needs to stop being so damn offended. I don't see a lot of elves in plate mail, but I suppose they could wear it. Exotic always seems to be offended by everybody. I like the paladin chick. I'm starting to get tired of her. Really starting to tire of her. For nonsense. It's not like this guy. Seems pretty neutral. Seems to like her. Pretty neutral. Yeah, Seraph in there. Pretty cool. Alright. I'm not actually all that surprised. Quite like Seraphine. My type of guy. He's a cool guy. It took about 30 seconds for her to get upset. The people, she's super judgmental. Oh my god. She's not even that good of a class. Truth be told. If I wasn't doing my rule of all new characters, she'd be out. Ada could really Ada can do what she's doing. But he could take her spot real quick.
Ishi's crap is harder to get out of leather than tar. This is the second time he's gotten my boots.
It's a phase. He's just trying to cozy up to you, Firefly.
Well, I was sneaking him some extra seeds. Can you make him target who he poops on? 'Cause I got someone in mind.
This sounds like a story. Tell me everything.
Yeah, why not? Get this gunsmithing on. I got guns. Anyone who's got the, who gets that reference, the I got guns reference, 5 cool points. Alright, let's see what we got here. Alright. Princess Gunsmith. Princess. Talk to Master. Man greets you with arms crossed over his chest. He has a massive scar tissue where his left eye would be. His hands are knotted with bulging tendons.
Looking for a pistol or an arquebus? Rawatai makes the finest guns in Aora, and I make the finest guns in Rawatai.
What makes your gun so special?
Craftsmanship.
He holds out his knotted hands, keeping them entirely still as he speaks to you. They cover in small burns and scar that blur the various pigmentations of his skin.
If you ask my superiors at Imperial Command, they'll tell you our main exports are saltpeter and metal.
Our biggest exports is bullets. Bullets and people.
Those are just things. They're prized because of what we do with them.
Reaches out into the counter, presents a blunderbuss, holding out for your inspection with every steady hands. It's high quality piece.
Rawataian industry is about discipline, precision, mastery of a careful art. Those qualities guide all that we build.
Just a blunderbuss away. Let's see what you got. Dragon's Tower. Legendary. I got no money for this. Legendary. Let's see what a legendary weapon looks like. Inaccurate. Okay. Blunts and criticals. Okay, these are all negatives. All right. Unfit for melee. Okay. Veil piercing. Plus 60% damage, 15% accuracy, 4% Dragon's Breath, Dragon's Breath, Rune Lock, 2% chance whether to suffer 10 burn damage on launching attack, 20% damage as burn. Not as impressed as I thought I would be. But this exceptional abacus may get bought. Oh, I can't really. Yeah, can I really afford to be doing that? Thunder, Royal Bronzer, Knight's Trophy. Legendary wasn't as good as I thought it would be. Interesting. Yeah, it's just about as many negatives as positives. But what you gonna do? I'm gonna tell you what you're not gonna do. Do that.
You ever thought about changing the color of your fur? Merkberries will stain your skin for weeks.
Oh, think I were born blue, eh? Think being this pretty come natural?
Well, dang, Seraphim. I never knew you were so fancy.
Yeah, but mayhaps I'll be giving them Merkberries a go. Ain't never been marooned before.
I never did wonder that. I never did think about that. I wonder if... I always just assumed he was born that color. I might have to make repair. Yeah, I can't carry any more repair stuff. I don't actually... The thing hasn't really actually taken that much damage. Oh. And my crew will be happy with all that. Powder house guard. What's that? That's supposed to be done.
Quiet if you can.
I wasn't trying to go to stealth. Completely unnecessary. Put stealth in the middle of the road. I wonder when it comes down to stealth, does the highest player stealth or the character stealth apply for everybody, or do I need to keep people behind? Is it group stealth? Is it individual stealth? Questions, questions, questions. Valley guard. After him, valley guard.
Clear skies, my friend.
This is our chips attached to his sides. Greetings.
Maya, I assume you vouch for your new captain?
On occasion. Why?
Your ship, unmoored from debt-fire politics, is an asset I would grasp with both hands. An arrangement can help us both. You will empty the seas of competition in exchange for profit.
Alright, they're profiteering. Let's start a war.
An official reckoning is drafted to account for every cannonball shot in the name of Rauatai. Our paperwork is most thorough. For every ship sunk, there is a legal justification. Our enemies will know the war is started on the day we fail to turn in our paperwork.
What bounties do you have available?
A Scylla wave skipper is your first target. A pirate shirking any pretense of lawful conduct in the open seas.
Take the bounty.
Most excellent. Scylla commands the Voyager River Dragon, which pesters a group of islands to the southwest of Port Mage.
I have some questions.
Ask away, my privateer. I would not have you take to the water uninformed.
Sure. You call it bounty hunter? On a privateer? There's a lot of people willing to pay you to kill a lot of people in this game. And that's something that was so true in the last game. Before you're kind of, just kind of going about your time. They end up killing a lot of people anyway, because they end up jumping you in the middle of the forest. That was super, super common. But not a lot of people just put money on this guy's head, knock him off. Give him a short trip. Let him hang from the galleys. It's a lot more common in this one. So, interesting. Interesting. Got no problem with blood on their hands. No problem at all. Let's see what else we got up here.
Why does your Ranga carve his name into a rock?
The Ranga Nui, and it's a commemoration to show what he built.
Oh. Then did your Reparo also write their names on other stones?
Imperial Command. My. Imperial Command. For the Empire, I see. I already met the Queen. Or the Empress. And the Prince. Might as well meet the military. Went from the shady part to the clean part to the dirty grit. Everything between. Pacing back and forth. Process near death, looking sharp circling shadows. There's a long, elegant pipe between her teeth, trailing in an acrobatic way. She listens you enter the favors.
The former lord of Cadnua, and one-time terrifier of harbor masters. If dockside tales are to be believed, you have not brought much good news of late. So, in addition to pirates, profiteers, and slavers, the Deadfire has a vengeful god roaming its waters?
Things could be worse. At least it's not skiing. That's super true.
Tell that to my dead at Asongo. Just what the archipelago needs. One more disaster tugging at the seams. He must be stopped.
She halts, turning to face you. Finally able to get a good look at her. She's not especially large for an Omar, but she carries her shoulders high. Her weathered face looks like she's seen many storm blow and sun-beating days on deck, but her eyes are sharp and keen. He's kind of in it for him more than me. He took part of my soul.
Determination. That's good. But you need a plan. And an ally.
Watch you two, her eyes bright with
the Valians won't lift a finger if it isn't to snatch a coin. And the Huana will barely do that much.
No? Tell it to the water shapers who washed your stranded boats from sandbars, Hasanui.
No one takes charge to solve the big problems. But perhaps we could work together to our mutual benefit.
What do you mean?
Look around. Deadfire's full of fertile, temperate islands. Except for Andra's mortar. It's largely free of rough weather.
She wears her right hand. You notice her fingers remain strangely still. Realize she's usually fine. Isn't unusually fine.
Yet much of it is uninhabited. Itinerant tribes drift between some of the islands, and smugglers and slavers cluster around the rest. It's a waste. Imagine what this place could be, with well-guarded shipping routes. How many Rawatayans we could feed with plantations here.
What does that have to do with me?
You've got a way of charging into things full speed. Some might call it reckless, but I consider it valuable. If you're chasing the god who's stomping this place into the ground, then we have a common goal. And if you're going to survive here, then you could use an ally.
That's true.
The disaster at Hasongo remains a key concern. We rely on the port there to ship food back to Rawatai.
Sessunapite hiding her worried expression behind a cloud of smoke.
That's on hold until you investigate. Short of that, there are other matters that demand attention. Atsura, our Grand Secretary, has a plan that would make use of your unusual talents. His office is downstairs. He can tell you more.
What's the game board for?
Hazatoa. Atsura and I usually have a game running, and this one's been going on for over a month and a half. Atsura's good at misdirection, but I've got a mind for the long game. You look like you've come with a purpose.
Look at your hand. Hands or arms, holding a prosthetic between you. This is an exquisite piece with a reinforced joist in each of the fingers and a smooth sand finish.
It happened a year into my first command. We were chasing pirates along Ralatai's south coast, and they landed a shop right next to our magazine. A lucky hit. I ran below. The fire was already spreading and making for our powder stores.
Listen.
I smothered what I could with my uniform, pulled the rest away with my own hands.
You probably would have died.
We don't get to choose our challenges, do we? Just the way we meet them. There's a cost to every victory. And the win goes to those willing to make a sacrifice.
Because it's the one hand turns like you said,
I'll bet you already know a thing or two about that. And if you don't, Deadfire will teach you soon enough.
Sure. I actually like her quite a bit. She's a cool character. Where's downstairs though? That's downstairs.
I've got it.
Oh, that sounded like it was sirens in the game. Oh no, there's just sirens out here. We're so into the game. Sometimes you just forget, about the outside world. It's cool things about RPGs. It gets really sucked into the world. And although this is pretty, it's not the graphics that sucks me in. It's the great voice acting. That's another thing about this game. Previous games didn't have this awesome voice acting. Previous games was pretty much all text. And this has so much voice acting.
By the kitchen.
They weren't that bad.
Rhyming Hazanui with Kablooey?
I can't think of anything else that goes with Hazanui.
With Kablooey?
Me neither. That's why I leave epics to the lore college.
Criticism is easier than creation.
She is right. Man behind the desk regards you with a attentive and blinking stare of a perfectly open expression. His smooth features make it hard to pinpoint his age. The crinkles at the corner of his eyes suggest he's not exceptional. Cocks his head, taking your measure, pauses before speaking, just a little longer than it seems normal. whole gesture is so perfectly choreographed, it seems that you must have practiced it
Watcher
many times.
Nui, the Lord of Cadnua.
He gives you a sleek half smile and reveals a row of perfect pointed teeth. In his careful stare and pause before he speaks, recognize that he's studying.
I'm not one for ostentation, but your remarkable display at Queen's birth suggests that you are an individual with skills, not mere style.
I like to think I have plenty of both.
So I see.
He laughs, his eyes shine with interest. He blinks perhaps for the first time in his
I am
conversation
Atsura, Grand Secretary of the Royal Deadfire Company.
It sounds like his nephew and type are extremely emotionless. You might as well have described the color of his clothing. For a trading company, you have a very commanding presence in Arcadaga. It's true.
And why not? Thousands of years ago, our people came from the archipelago. By one reckoning, we have as much claim on these islands as the Huana.
He shrugs, raises his hand in a manner somewhat politely dismissing her.
Does all Rauatayan law work this way? Where is that mountain of Azada shells I misplaced thousands of years ago?
But our purpose here is trade.
Usually glasses smile.
While our homeland is rich in saltpeter, the violent climate and rocky soils make it a poor source for most other basic staples. It's my business to look after the mainland's interests here.
Francis hands wise to include a rather plain den office. Who did you cross and get stuck in the basement? Chuckles, a sound as smooth as warm one.
The Huana and the Valians decorate their latrines with gilding and coral, and the Principe cling to faded riches.
Puts his hand down in there.
Well, I have to cling to something to steal it.
I place little value in fancy trappings.
I'm sure like your cat is, though.
Can you blame us? We share the archipelago with unpredictable tribes and a league of pirates, and the Valians have made their hunger known. Leave it to them to observe a substance that occurs nowhere else on Aora, and immediately set about pulverizing it for profit.
But this takes passes over his features. And what would you do with it?
Nothing. We know too little about luminous Adra to understand the consequences of ripping it out. Perhaps you can help me keep them from doing more harm.
Doesn't sound like it has anything to do with me.
On the contrary, this concerns everyone in Deadfire. The demand for luminous Adra has sent the Valian trading company into a frenzy. Their expeditions grow too bold, and their officers too greedy.
Because his lips as though like a discretion.
Worse, their rapid expansion attracts pirates and threatens the outlying Huana tribes. This risks souring the Kahanga royals against all foreign involvement.
He's about to tell you a
But
secret.
you can curtail their growth.
It isn't about the welfare of Denver, it's about them outpacing you.
By snapping up land we need to grow food and build ships for our people? Indeed. But our interests and Deadfire's are not mutually exclusive. The Valians have sent an expedition to Pokokahara, a storm-wrecked island believed to house a vein of luminous. I hear you accomplished an incredible feat in restoring the luminous Adra near Port Majid.
Praise you again with unblinking
If
eyes.
your abilities allow you to do that, then perhaps you are also capable of the opposite. Find the luminous Adra at Poco Kahara. Render it unusable to the Valians. This should encourage them to develop the resources they have, rather than reaching for more.
I've always raised a degree, both request and invitation. We're concerned about destroying
Deeply.
First, the wrong frowning deeply, abruptly, especially.
But if a small sacrifice here will discourage the Valians from further ventures, then it is a worthwhile risk.
Why would I help
Because governors like Clario are a rare breed. Most of the Valian administrators care little for the well-being of the Huana. If the Valians claim Poco Kahara, it is the locals who will truly suffer.
We'll see.
Deadfire is a tumultuous place. Consider the value of an ally with ships, cannons, and the backing of a great empire. I do not have the precise location of Poco Kahara, but the tribe on the nearby island of Tikawara could probably help. I suggest starting there.
So a small out-of-the-way island.
Now, what else can I do for you?
What exactly is the brass citadel? Hesitate, looking at you as if that
It's a trading post, of course.
Your trading post as high walls, cannons, and guard towers?
Anything worth building is worth protecting.
You seem different from the rest of our Deadfire Company.
How do you mean that?
Oh no, you know exactly what I mean. Lord said, watching.
Are you making advances at me?
No.
It's for the best. This would be a most inconvenient time to begin an attachment. Clear skies. How do you mean that?
Hard to read.
It comes from years of practice. It's the only way I've learned to beat Karanui at Hazatoa.
So I'm not gonna ride anybody's. This is colors. Got Drywoodian. Drywoodian? This is dry word. Anyway. Oh wow. I'm claiming these colors from my home. From my castle that was destroyed. A great piece of land. Castle. Now all I got is the ship. The ship is cool and all, but it's not a castle. I notice in these fantasy games, you often don't get a lot of dwarven characters as main characters. Or just people show up. And usually they're all pretty humorless. Not a lot of dwarves. I believe dwarves may be the most underrepresented and most pigeonholed of all the fantasy races. Everyone else is given more fleshed out personalities. They seem to have dwarves in a rut. Which kind of sucks. I like dwarves.
Slavers proud the caves and reefs, seas and waters souls. Who would come with sword and gun to edge their evil scourge? Mighty winds sent us north to the shores of Ravatai, till our fire ships bore us out to dead fire once again.
Green islands and blue skies.
The locals don't know how good they have it.
What leaves me? Let's see where this goes. Shortcut through the gullet. I guess I'm gonna go and kill that guy now. Turns out not to be very much I can do with that blood. But murder that guy. For the money, of course. For the Skrilla.
Laro underestimated me. He won't do that again. I guess I kind of picked a side already. Oh, that lady had nice armor. And to take it off her would have been very, very, and the sex would be very, very pleasing. I wonder how many people I would have to kill when I kill this guy. I would have to go through and kill the entire house. It's a shame. She have no want to actually kill this guy.
My time is freely given.
What would you do with it? Well, is it done? Is the Bardato family dealt with?
He just wanted me to kill him anyway.
Martino, to arms!
Feel it.
What say?
I'm listening. Ashiza, hurry!
Cocked that up, didn't I?
Happy to oblige. Let's reap this whirlwind.
Yeah.
Might as well get this. Just I'm no longer wielding a big old shield anymore. I gotta be a little more cautious about it.
Oh, good.
It's distractions. Luthen.
Yes, Captain.
Speak freely. I've got this, Captain.
Right. Damn it, blast.
Let's go!
Just like that. Mm-hmm. All thick, worth and raw.
We're not done yet.
Speak your mind.
saying? I've got this, Captain.
Captain?
All these crazes.
Watch me work.
You won't find me easy prey.
You have my attention.
Happy to oblige. Get threshed!
Captain? Now you be right screwed.
You were saying?
Finally killed.
Sure.
Just
No
like
good.
Yours to command, Captain.
You were saying?
Captain? Consider it right fucked.
Sometimes we just want to get fireball on all the guys.
Mo, Ixie, honest.
Speak your mind.
I'm gonna turn to this gigantic shark.
Swallow you whole. Take him down.
A different position.
Ahoy.
Speak freely.
Happy to oblige. Happy to oblige. Let's reap this whirlwind.
You need something.
Ahoy.
I am seeing trails.
You were saying?
I'm getting sick and tired.
Just this doesn't usually happen, I swear.
Have my attention.
Happy to oblige.
Hogwash! Just missing all the time.
Your orders?
Now all of a sudden. Can't hit for shit.
For the homeland!
Captain. Seems me too.
Yeah?
Oh, good.
Mother Ingati. Is that you?
Watch me, mother!
Yeah?
What can I do you for? I'll light the darkness.
I'm listening.
Captain. Seems me too.
Just got.
Sure.
On it.
That's better than my armor.
Easily done. Can't take all the credit.
orders, Captain. Don't worry, perhaps on the other kind of turn, unless you're asleep. If you understand and the voice still there, I seem to have dared to product grievance.
Have yourself a look at that, mate.
Don't mention it.
Take all this stuff. Well, killing those guys just had to happen, I guess. I wonder if people downstairs are gonna make me kill all of them, too. Or if they run. My bet is kill them. If I were a betting man. Put my money on murder. Yep. That sound tells me all the thing I need to know.
Speak your mind.
Captain.
can I do you for?
Those are good swings.
You were saying?
Yeah.
Too slow.
The fuck?
What say?
Happy to oblige. I'll light the darkness.
How good, I say.
Oh, good.
Captain. Me too,
Captain? Ashiza, strike!
At your service.
before. Lava root be on sync.
You were saying?
I need you to teleport.
For the homeland.
Fare thee well, Coke Swabber.
Happy to oblige. Arthur, Worth, and Roth.
Speak your mind. Craved a feel. Ixiana.
Yeah?
Just like that.
All right. You'll be paying for that, Swabby.
Speak freely. For the Ronganui.
Happy to oblige. Lava root be on sync.
Yeah, it looks like you're having way too much fun trying to cast a spell.
Oh, good.
Speak your mind.
It's time to catch a giant shark.
Swallow you whole.
I'm listening.
Ahoy. Bobby slicing her stem to stern.
Speak your mind.
risk it.
What can I do you for?
Lazarus be on seek.
Huh?
Let's go.
Just like that.
You were saying?
For the wrong and newing.
On it. Enemies ahead.
Craved, a feeling. Yes, Captain.
Your bones will feed the land.
What can I do you for?
Oh, good.
Captain.
That's it for him.
Can't carry that.
Easily done. Don't mention it. I'll get that. Can't take all the credit.
Can't carry that.
Don't destroy their people. We'll sell so much of this stuff. So the plan is to sell off the crap so I can have space for more stuff. Come on. Come on, loading screen. Hurry up, loading screen. have to say, the loading screens in this game. Oof. Number one reason to play on PC. These might have to be the longest loading screens I've ever seen out of a standard.
Business comes and goes like... Oh, come.
Okay. Alright. So let's collect our ill-gotten gains. To ill-get those gains. Worked hard to get those gains. Worked real hard. Now it's finally paying off. Come on.
So, it's finished at last. Atello Valera is dead, and you have your reward.
There's you wearing a narrow, strange smile. Please deposit coins in on her desk.
It will be refreshing to engage with accomplished foes for a change.
Don't you be please.
You have done all I asked for. Take satisfaction in that. If you'll excuse me, I must see to some personal matters.
Nope.
So, back to having a bunch of money, which is always good. Hey! Potion, defensive potions. Offensive. Ah. Shut on office. Great abjuration. Sex worm. Ooh. Support. Major healing. Interesting. And to revive the fallen. That's super important. Alright, guys. Well, this is the end of our adventures for tonight. Time for us to save. The most important thing you can do is save. And at times like these, load, make sure we have our save there. Alright. And we'll come on tomorrow for more swashbuckling adventures on the high seas, or sometimes just in town. You murder a lot of people. Back in Deadfire 2. Or Pillars of Eternity, Deadfire 2. Night, guys.